Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Glacial Geek Battle Report. I am Phil, the Glacial Geek, coming to you here from Savannah Line Games in Pooler, Georgia, where I'm about to fight a 2,000-point battle between my Deathwatch and Kyle's Eldari. So the story that we've got going on here is that the Skeins of Fate have drawn the Eldari here, bringing both the Craftworlders as well as a traveling player troupe of players that have arrived here as well, knowing that something important is going to occur on this planet, and they're here trying to figure it out. Well, information about a gathering of xenos made its way back to the Deathwatch, and they decided that was unacceptable and needed to be purged from this planet. So they sent out a strike force to go handle this Eldari problem, and the Eldari knew that they had to fight instead of fading back into the webway portal because they are destined to be here for some reason. So that's the story that we've got going on here. We are going to be doing the data scry salvage. So essentially, I guess the Eldar are trying to figure out what they're supposed to be doing here, and the Deathwatch are trying to gather the information to help them purge them. Essentially, there are 6 objectives on the table. So there's going to be 1 in each of our deployment zones, and then 4 along the center line of the battle here. At the end of your battle, or in your command phase, you score. If you control 2 objectives, you score 4 points. If you control 3 objectives, you score an additional 4 points, and if you control more objectives than your opponent, you score an additional 4 points for a maximum of 12 points per turn. There's also a secondary primary that is in effect here called Data Intercept. Essentially, you can do an objective on the home objective, you can do this objective, can perform this objective at the end of your movement phase within range of the objective marker in your own deployment zone. And there are no enemy units except for aircraft within range of it. And if you do so, then you score on your when you successfully complete it, it is completed at the end of your turn. You score points based upon how many of the center no man's land objectives that you control, to a maximum of 3 points per turn that you can score this way. So you're going to be doing that home objective, and then you've got to score that as well, and that's how you work out who scores the points there. So that is the primary mission. We also have 3 secondary missions that we've all chosen. We have what are we looking for here? Oh, yes. I've chosen Assassination, Engage on All Fronts, and Oaths of Moment, as a Space Marine is wont to do. My opponent has chosen Psychic Interrogation, Retrieve Nachman Data, and To the Last. His To the Last are going to be his Falcon, his Wave Serpent, and Azerman. So it should be, it'll be hard to take them all down, so we'll see how we can do here. See how it all goes there with those. So that is going to be the mission and the story. So before we go any further, let's show you the 2 armies that are going to be fighting it out. So for the Deathwatch, I'll be running a battalion detachment. Leading off that detachment, we have Codicil Notorian, we have a Watchmaster, and we have a Chaplain with a jump pack. We have Kill Team Cassius. We have 3 Kill Team Veteran squads. We have an 8-man Vanguard Veteran squad with jump packs. We have 2 Venerable Dreadnoughts. We have 2 Rhinos. And last but not least, we have a Corvus Blackstar. So for the Eldari, he'll be running a battalion detachment and a patrol detachment. Leading off the battalion detachment, we have a Farseer and Azerman. We have 2 10-man Guardian squads. We have a 5-man Ranger squad. We have 2 10-man Dire Avenger squads. We have a 5-man Fire Dragon squad. We have a 6-man Warp Spider squad. We have a 6-man Swooping Hawk squad. We have a Wave Serpent and a Falcon. And then we have a Traveling Players Patrol Detachment of Harlequins. Leading it off, we have a Shadow Seer. We have a 5-man Troop Squad. And last but not least, we have a Death Jester and a Solitaire. All right, those are the armies going over deployment here on the Deathwatch side here. On the side of here, I've got my Rhino. Inside of there is a 5-man squad with 3 Infernus Heavy Bolters. They will be a Dominatus kill team. So they were going to be looking to kill some, getting rerolls on his elites. We also have Codicil Notorian inside of there with them. We've got Kill Team Castius right up here on the line. We've got the big old squad of Vanguard veterans with their jump packs, a whole bunch of close combat weapons ready to go into action there, along with the chaplain with the jump pack behind them. We've got a 5-man squad of the of just bare bones veterans over on this side. We have inside of the Corvus Blackstar over here, we've got another kill team with a bunch of close combat weapons. They will be a Aquila kill team. So getting to choose the 2 different options. So I've chosen elites as my option. So these guys these guys over here will get to reroll all wounds against elites. And then for them, I've also chosen troops. So they'll get to reroll 1s to wound against troops and against elites. I've got a Venerable Dreadnought over here with the twin las cannon and Stormbolter. I've got a Venerable Dreadnought with a assault cannon and a heavy flamer over on this side. And then I've got another Rhino with my Watchmaster inside of it over on this side. So that is going to be it for the deployment for the Deathwatch. Going over deployment now for the Eldari. We have his 5-man Ranger squad up here on the objective, hoping to get first turn. We've got a 10-man squad of the Dire Avengers over here, along with his Death Jester back over on this side. We've got a squad of Guardians up here on the objective. We've got a squad of the Swooping Hawks back over here, hiding behind the -1 to shoot at them over this. We've got the Troupe of Harlequins over on this side, along with the Shadowseer. We've got another squad of Guardians over here. We have the Solitaire over this side. Then we have the Wave Serpent over on this side. Inside the Wave Serpent is going to be another 10-man squad of the Dire Avengers, the Farseer and Azerman. And then in Deep Strike, is it? Yeah. In Deep Strike, he has his Warp Spiders and the Falcon. And inside the Falcon is going to be the 5-man Fire Dragon squad. So that is going to be deployment. So we will now roll off to see who will have first turn. I rolled a 3. My opponent rolled a 5. So it will be the Eldari coming at me here on turn number 1. All right, Eldar turn here on turn 1. Want to start it off here. He rolled for Skeins of Fate. Essentially, the way that works is you roll 6 dice, and from those results, you get to keep 4 of them. What they will do is they will give you 6s that you can use to replace the die roll on certain rolls. So if you rolled 6s, those would be saves that you can replace it for. 4s are hits that you can do, and then 1s are advances, which the reason I'm saying those ones in particular, there's other ones you can get like psychic powers. What's the other ones? Like psychic powers, charges, and wounding. You get to replace them with auto 6s for those, which is pretty nice. So my opponent kept 2 6s, which were 2 saves that he'll have that will be 6s. He also kept 1 4 out of the 3 that he rolled. So that'll be for 1 hit that he can replace with a 6. And then he also kept 1 1, which is on an advance. So, going over the movement here, he used that 1 for the advance for these Dire Avengers as they shot up the board over here, so that they are within 18 inches of Kill Team Cassius over on this side. These guys stood still where they were, but because he controlled this objective during the command phase, he actually controls that objective, which is nice. He will continue to control it until I take it from him. The Swooping Hawks just moved up over to this side over here. Guardians moved up over, stayed where they were, right? They kind of shuffled a little bit, but mostly stayed where they were. The Death Jester moved behind them. The Troop moved up behind them as well, as did the Shadowseer over on this side. This squad of the Guardians kind of shuffled around a little bit too, but mostly stayed where they were. Out of the transport over here, his Farseer popped up out of the back here. And then up front there, the Dire Avengers and Azerman jumped up onto the objective over there. Then his Solitaire moved in behind the Wave Serpent on this side. And then he also dropped in turn 1, which he can do with these Falcons now. They're basically a drop pod here. Dropped in over here with his Fire Dragons, not Fire Warriors, Fire Dragons over here, looking on these guys over on this side. So that will be the movement phase. We will come back to you with the psychic phase. All right, so into the psychic phase here, his Shadowseer is going to cast Fog of Dreams onto the troop squad over here. It would have to be a core unit, And it should be noted that currently in the Eldari Codex, they forgot to put the core on the troop unit, but they're troops. And it's pretty obvious that it will be core, so we are making a Glacial Geek FAQ and counting them as core as well, because it's obvious it's going to happen really quick. It was obviously just a misprint there. But that is, we're going to count them as having core. And if it doesn't happen, then I guess I apologize in the far future, but I don't see it not happening. All right, so he is going to roll. What are you looking for on this one? 6. Looking for a 6 on this. Does get the 6, so it will go off, which means that that unit is now untargetable if they are within 12 inches, unless I'm within 12 inches of them, or they're the closest enemy model or enemy unit. But he also gave the relic to the pivotal roll to the Farseer here, Shadow Seer here. I'll get this crazy elf stuff eventually. To the Shadow Seer here, which makes all Harlequin units within 6 inches or 9 inches. Is it?
It's within 6.
Within 6 inches of the Shadow Seer, you minus 6 inches from the range of your shots there. So it would basically, you'd have to be within 6 inches of them to shoot them. So pretty good. All right. And then his Farseer is going to guide the the Dire Avengers up front there. What's the other one over there? 6, maybe. And guide is a 6 now, so that will go off. And then he is going to cast Will of Azurian onto this squad of the Guardians over on this side. That will go off on an 8. And now this squad of fire dragons is going to start us off in the shooting phase, firing into my Rhino here. I spent 1 CP on Smokescreen so that he is -1 to hit here. So now he is going to roll.
I'm just going to roll 4 shots for a second.
4 shots and see what happens here.
Obvious in a moment.
-1 to hit, so he gets 1 hit so far.
I will spend.
All right, and my opponent's going to spend his. He's going to spend a CP on them. Where?
Sorry,
yeah,
doing the Bealtan strat.
Doing the Bealtan strat, which is so it's 6s to hit, explode, and then he is going to use one of his strands of fate, the one there, to make the last guy's shot count as a 6, which explodes. So that's going to be 3 shots that all went through over there or hit, and now he is wounding on 3s. Strength 9, so 3s to wound.
Reroll 1s.
Reroll 1s because of
assured destruction.
Because of assured destruction. So that's going to be 2 wounds over there. AP -4, right? Yeah, so that's just going to go straight through.
It is
not in half range, right?
Plus,
so
they're always D6.
Oh, they're always D6 plus 2. Don't even need a range anymore. Okay. Okay, so that's going to be 8 damage. Yeah. So still alive. All right, we actually the Exarch has the fire pike, and that last shot that he did the exploding with the 6s was the fire pike. And even though we rolled them together, even assuming that one of the 2 that went through was the fire pike, it's +4. It's D6 +4 instead of just D6 +2. So because at least one of them had to be the D6 +4, he either took 10 or 12 wounds, depending on which one went through. So he is definitely dead regardless. So let's roll to see if he explodes. He does not explode, but I do have my Watchmaster inside. Let's see if he dies. No, he doesn't. Okay, good. I was really worried about that one. All right, so now his Falcon over here is going to fire into my Venerable Dreadnought. So we're going to start with, which one? We're going to fire the Pulse Laser first.
3s.
3s to hit. No hits there. Okay. Then we've got the Bright Lance. Will be a hit there. Strength 8, so 3s to wound. No wound there. And then we've got the Shuriken Catapult. That is going to be 3 hits. Strength 4, so looking for 5s to wound. No, nothing there. This squad of Dire Avengers is now going to fire into my 5-man squad of veterans over here. He's going to have 3 shots each with them. He is guided, so these are going to be 27 shots coming in from the 9 guys who have the guns, hitting on 3s, re-rolling because of guide. Oof. Bunch of hits here, re-rolls. Ooh, pretty good.
4 AP2.
All right, strength 4, AP2, but Shuriken, so 6s will be AP3. Oh, 4, AP4. All right, so we got a couple 6 or 1 6 in there at least. All right, we'll come back. All right, so we've got 9 at -2 and 1 at -4. So the -4 is just going to go straight through over there. Then we've got the 9 at -2. These are looking for 5-up saves. And I made absolutely none of them. So they are just dead. Boom. And then Azerman is going to fire into my Vanguard veterans over here. So he's got 6 shots here, hitting on 2s. All right. And then wounding on strength 6, you said?
Strength 4.
Oh, strength 4. So wounding on 4s. That is going to be just the 1.
-2.
AP -2. I'm going to put it on Storm Shield guy. And he makes it with that 4. Woo! And then this Dire Avenger squad is going to fire into Kill Team Cassius over here. He is going to spend 1 CP on Blade Storm, which is 6's explode on here. So he's got 33 shots because the Exarch on this squad has the double shuriken catapults. So hitting on 3s.
Fives.
All right, these are going to be 4s to wound, but 5s and 6s are going to be AP -4 because of the shredding fire from the power that he has. What is it called?
The Exarch power.
Exarch power that he has on this Exarch. All right. All right, so we have 6 at AP -4, and then we've got 5 at AP -2. So we're going to take him 3 at a time on my Terminator with the AP -4 because he's the only one with a whatchamacallit, a invul save over there. So we're going to do that. So looking for 5s. Making 2 of them. All right, so then 1 wound on him so far. 2 more to go. Or he's still got 2 more wounds. Making a 6 there. So he's down to 1 wound. And with that fill face, he'll still be alive. Woo! And then we got 5 at -2, so these are going to be 4s because it has to go on him first. So it's going to be 4, so I got to do it, unfortunately, 1 at a time. Cocked. All right, fill face, he's alive. And he's dead. Okay. And then we've got 3. I'm going to put these on guys that are in the cover over here. So these are going to be looking for -2, +1, looking for 4s as well. All right, making all of those. There we go. So now his Death Jester is going to fire into Kill Team Cassius over here. He is going to roll, hitting on 2s. So he gets 1 6, and he's going to... So he has, what is it? The
Favor of Sigurd.
Favor of Sigurd, which allows him to turn one of his hits, wounds, or saves into a 6, once per turn, right? So he can do that. So he's going to turn that 1 into a 6. But he also has the Harvester of Torment, which means that each of those gets 3 additional hits. So instead of just having 2 hits, because of those 2 powers there, he actually has 9 hits. Gross. All right, so these are going to be strength 6. Oh, buddy. Here we go. Looking for 3s to wound. All right. And then these are going to be AP -2, 2 damage. So -2, 2 damage. So I got to do these 3 at a time because there's 3 guys that are, or 4 guys that are in cover over there. So we'll do how many? So what is it? 6 that went through? Yeah, 6. So we're going to do 4 at a time just because they're the ones that are in cover. They're -2, so looking for 4 ups. So 2 of them will be dead, and then I've just got 2 more. 1 will be alive out of those ones there. And then it's important to note that during the morale phase, all of his kills count as 2 for morale purposes. So these guys are effectively have lost 7 for the morale purpose. And they have the star cannon that they're going to fire over here. Nope, no hits. And then they're going to battle focus 5 inches back as long as they don't touch terrain. And now the Rangers are going to fire into my guys over here. Hitting on 3s, but re-rolling because of BL10. He gets to re-roll 1, which is pretty good. That's 2 6s there, which is good. So it's going to be 4 hits. Strength 4, so looking for 4s, yep.
It is a mortal wound.
Mortal wound, and then 3 at -1. All right. So it has to go on the guy that's in cover over there. So we got to do 2 at a time here. So it's going to be 3 ups. Makes 1, fails 1. And then fails, or makes the other one, but then he will be dead from the mortal wound. And then his Falcon is going to fire into my Wave Serpent into my Venerable Dreadnought over here. So this is the
Twin Scatter
lasers.
And I'll save it.
Okay, I'm going to save it for later. These are now going to be strength 6, so looking for 5s to wound. Getting 3 wounds over there. No AP on those, so it's going to be 3 up saves. Failing 1 of them. What's the damage? 1 damage, so 6 up, ignoring because of being venerable. Nope, no fill face, so he takes 1 damage. And then the Shuriken Cannon firing. Re-rolling because of BL10. Nope, not meant to be. Strength 6, so again 5s to wound, getting 1.
-3.
AP -3, so looking for a 6 up save. Fill face. Nope, no fill face, damage. 2 damage, which becomes 1 because of Duty Eternal. And I do feel it though. All right, so that is going to be the end of the turn here for the Eldari. I am going to spend CP to keep them auto pass their morale test, because at that point they were -8, so they would have had to actually, like, you know, roll a 1 to try to stay alive over there. And my opponent did do the action with his with the Harlequins over there, had started that over there. That's with them, so that he did score 2 points for controlling these 2 objectives here. So that's going to be it for the movement phase, or that's going to be it for the Eldari turn here. We'll come back to you after movement phase for the Deathwatch here on turn number 1. It's also worth noting that my opponent did Nachman data with this squad over here. That's why he gave them the Will of Assyrian to allow them. I mean, it does other things, but it also allows them to do shoot, even though they are doing an action and not fail it. So that squad was doing that. So he's got 1. Oh, he had to roll, but he automatically passes the Nachman roll because he's got 10 guys in there. Can't roll over a 10 with 1d6. All right, movement phase for the Deathwatch here on turn number 1. Lots of moving here. So this squad and Notorian got out of the transport over here, and then the transport moved up over onto the objective. These guys moved up. He could only move 6 inches, but these guys can move 12, and he can move 14, so he moved up to where he is there. These guys jumped up 12 inches along with the jump pack chaplain. He tried to do Canticle of Hate and failed at the beginning there. Then over here, these guys moved up over towards these guys. So the Venerable Dreadnought and my Watchmaster moved up towards his Fire Dragons and the Falcon. And then back over here, my Venerable Dreadnought sticking on the objective, and he's actually going to do the Scry data. My original plan was those 5 guys were going to do it, and he was going to start shooting, just going to start blasting, but you killed them, so he's going to have to be the one over there. Yes, thank you, appreciate that. So he's going to be over here saving, hopefully getting me some points. So that is going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the psychic phase. So we're going to start off here. He is going to cast Fortified with Contempt onto the squad over here with all of those Inferno Heavy Bolters. Looking for a 6. Does get it with a 7, so they will have a 5-up Feel No Pain. And then he will cast Smite, which will go into the Dire Avengers over there. That goes off on an 8 because he gets +1 on Warp Fire over there. So nothing you can do to deny because he's not close enough. So D3 mortal wounds. 3 mortal wounds with that fill face, so 3 guys are down. All right, so we're going to start over here with this squad here, the Dominatus. They're going to be firing into his Dire Avengers that are now elite, so I'll be re-rolling all wounds against them. So we're going to start with the Heavy Flamers here. That is going to be 15 hits. All right, so that's going to be Strength 5 against Toughness 3 over here. So looking for 3s to wound, re-rolling. Re-rolling. All right, so that's going to be 14 wounds. These are going to be AP minus 2 because it's the Devastator Doctrine over here.
They have a 5-up invul save.
5-up invul save. Making 4 of the 14, so 10 wounds, and there's already guys dead, so they are dead. And then Kill Team Cassius is going to fire into these guys over here. So we're going to go with the bolters first. I'm going to do the +1 to wound. So these are going to be 6 shots here between his twin Deathwatch bolters and his regular Deathwatch bolter, hitting on 3s. Whoa! That is misses. And then these are wounding on 2s. That's going to be 3 wounds, AP nothing. So this is going to be, but they are, so 3 5-ups, making 1 of them, so 2 will be dead. And then the Hand Flamer, 1 hit. That is a wound. No, does not wound because of Strength 3, Toughness 3, because that's what they've got there. So, and this squad over here is going to fire. We've got a Grav Pistol and 2 Bolt Pistols, so we'll go with the Bolt Pistols first. That's going to be 2 hits. That is going to be 1 wound. They are troop choices. I chose Elite, so not getting to reroll that. So it's going to be 1 wound, AP nothing.
Shooting at
these guys over here. Make the save. And then the Grav Pistol does hit. Strength 5, 3s to wound. That's a wound, AP minus 3. So that's just going to go straight through. And now my Venerable Dreadnought over here is going to fire everything into his Fire Dragons. He is going to spend 1 CP on lightning fast reflexes, making them -1 to hit. So I'm going to have 6 shots with the twin, with the Assault Cannon here, hitting on 4s. But re-rolling, oh thank God, re-rolling everything because of the Watchmaster gave it to him. Okay, much better there. So that's going to be 4 hits. They are strength 4, toughness 4 now, so this is going to be wounding on 3s. Okay, they are elites though, so re-rolling 1s. So that's going to be 3 at AP minus 2 because of the Devastator Doctrine.
5 up saves.
We'll come back to AP minus 2, so 5 up saves. Making 2 of them, so 1 will go down. And then the Heavy Flamer. Going to get 6 hits there. That's how you do that. Strength 5, so 3s to wound. Rerolling 1s. That is going to be 5 wounds, again at AP minus 2 because of Devastator Doctrine. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4.
The Exarch.
Oh, the Exarch will have 1 wound left. 2. He has 3 wounds total.
With the Exarch.
Oh, the Exarch he has 3 wounds, so he's going to have 2 wounds left on the Exarch. So now my Watchmaster is going to fire his Bane bolts of Erixia into his Exarch over here. It's going to be hitting on a 3 because he's minus 1 to hit because of the lightning fast reflexes. That is a 1. So I'm going to spend a CP to reroll that. Into a 4, so that's going to be a hit. Strength 6, wounding on 3s. That is not a wound. Oof, brother. Rhino is going to fire into the Rangers over there. That's going to be 1 hit. That is going to be a wound. AP nothing, though. That's not a save. And then on to my Black Star. We forgot to do this because when I'm, the way I film it doesn't do anything. But I'm going to drop a cluster bomb onto his Guardians over here. So I rolled a D6 for every model in the unit to a maximum of 10, and every 6+ does a mortal wound. So no mortal wounds. Okay, so it didn't matter if I forgot. All right, so now into the shooting phase here. I'm going to fire my Storm Strike missiles into his Wave Serpent. I'm going to put the Twin Assault Cannon into his Swooping Hawks, and I'm going to put the Hurricane Bolter into his troops. So we're going to go with the Twin Assault Cannon into the Swooping Hawks over here first. It's going to be 12 shots here, hitting on 3s. Okie dokie. Wow, really good there. And then these are going to be Strength 6, Toughness 3 on them. These are going to be looking for, onto the Swooping Hawks, they're Toughness 3, so looking for 2s to wound. Re-rolling 1s because they are elite. Oh, no, they're fast attack. They're not, so I don't get to re-roll 1s. So that is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. AP minus 2, ignoring cover.
5 up invul.
5 up invul saves. 8 invul saves. So it makes 3 of them, but that's still going to be 5 dead. And then 12 shots with the Hurricane Bolters into the troop. Hitting on 3s. All right. Strength 4, Toughness 3, so 3s. That is going to, they're not elites, so it's going to be 3.
4 up saves.
4 up saves. Making all but 1, so 1 will be. And then into the Wave Serpent with the Storm Strike missiles. 2 shots, getting 1 hit. Strength 8. Transhuman days there, so it's got because of the serpent shields, it's got transhuman there, so looking for 4 to wound. No, but he's not elite either, so it's dedicated transport, so nothing. All right, so into the assault phase now. I'm going to start with Kill Team Cassius, who's going to charge into this Lone Ranger over here. He has that little floaty thing in front of him. Once per game, he gets to use it. It will do, what is it? You roll a...
D3 mortal wounds. And
auto does D3 mortal wounds?
2+.
On a 2+, it does D3 mortal wounds, and it also does -2 to my charge distance. So 2+, yep, so that's going to do D3 mortal wounds. Doing 2 mortal wounds, which will just pop this guy in the back over there. And then it's -2 to my charge distance here. And I rolled a 4, which I don't know if he's...
You're not.
No, I'm not. So I'm going to have to spend a CP to re-roll that, which I wanted to save for later. The 6 4 inches will get me in, but just barely, but he'll get me in. And now my Dreadnought here is going to charge into his into the 2 units over here. No, I think I'm just going to charge into this guy over here, into the Falcon. So he is going to now roll to see...
Overwatching.
Overwatch, because he's going to spend a CP to Overwatch.
Here's the
So
Pulse Laser.
Pulse Laser. Not getting anything there. Going to re-roll because of BL10. It's just when he shoots, that does hit with the Pulse Laser there.
Do I wound?
Nope, not with a 2. Going to spend a CP to re-roll that. Into a 4, so it's strength...
Because it's strength 9 minus 3.
Strength 9 -3. So looking for a fill face to save. Oh, with the fill face, he's good! Woo! Then we got the Bright Lance coming in. That's not a hit.
And then Shuriken Catapult.
And then the Shuriken Catapult's firing in here. not getting anything there. So I need a 7-inch charge. I don't get a reroll because I've already spent it because of his -2 to my charge. It was worked. It totally worked, that Ranger. Little boy. Oh, he just gets it with the 7. And then my Watchmaster is going to try to charge into the Fire Dragon over here. I need a 10-inch charge to get in. No, I'm going to make it on, that's 6. So that is that. And then my Vanguard Vets are going to charge into his Dire Avengers over there, looking for an 8-inch charge. Oh, do not make it with a 7. All right, we're going to start over here with my Dreadnought into his Falcon over here. So we're going to have 5 attacks on the charge here, hitting on 3s, rerolling everything because the chapter, okay, Chapter Master, nope, not meant to be. So that's going to be 4 hits, looking for 3s to wound because it's strength 12 to his toughness 7. That is going to be 2 wounds. And he's just going to spend his dice over there to make their save. The fate dice, whatever they are, that he's going to use it for. And over here, my opponent just pulled it because there was power swords and all sorts of funness that was going to go just over into him over there. So then my opponent is going to attack back over here. Reroll 1 because of Bieltan. Nope, nothing there. So that's going to be it for the Deathwatch turn here. We do have some leadership tests to take. We've got a couple, so we'll come back to you with those. All right, so we do have leadership on the Swooping Hawks and on the Fire Dragon. So we'll do the Swooping Hawk first. He's good to go, and then we'll do the Fire Dragon. Oh, good to go. That's how you do it. There. Whee! Yeah, that's how you do that. So it's going to be that's going to be the end of the Deathwatch turn here and the end of the battle round. I did not kill a vehicle or a character, but I did not fall back and did not fail a morale test. And I am within 6 inches of the center here, so I will score 3 points for. I'll score 3 points for. Oh, what's the word? Oath of Moment. I also scored 3 points for engage in all fronts because I've got them in every quarter for 3 points, and I scored 2 points for the data scry, the data intercept that I did there because I controlled this objective and I controlled this objective. So decent point score. I did punch back pretty hard, which is good. We'll have to see if it was enough. So we will come back to you after movement phase for the Eldari here on turn number 2. All right, movement phase for the Eldar here on turn number 2. This squad of Guardians moved up over this way, and behind them the Death Jester and the one Swooping Hawk came up behind them. The troop stayed over here where they were next to the objective. The Shadow Seer moved up, though, getting closer towards the middle there. This Guardian squad moved up over this way to get closer to the... what's his face? The Farseer over here. There's different Seers, Shadow, Far, all sorts of scene. Farseer over here. He did do, what did you do? Was it CP that allows him to do that? Or is it
what's that?
On him that allows him to do the psychic action? Is that, was that CP? Done it yet. Oh, okay. That's yeah. Oh, yeah, that's going to be something there. Oh, I'm sorry. That was a little sneak peek of what's coming up. The Wave Serpent kind of stayed where he was. He did spend 1 CP to allow the Falcon to fall back and shoot, and the Fire Dragon stayed where he was, basically. These guys moved so that they are out of 6 inches onto the objective and out of 6 inches of the center here, so that they can try to do Nachman data over here. They also, Dire Avengers have it in their thing. As long as they have their Exarch in there, they can shoot even though they're doing an action and not fail it, which is pretty sweet. Just based on they don't have to do any special powers or anything. That's just based upon who they are. And then over here, we've got the Warp Spiders dropped in over here, keeping them all within 12 inches so they can shoot into these guys over here. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the psychic phase. Just kidding. The Solitaire also blitzed his way up to the front here, so he'll have like 10 attacks when he does his charges. Crazy town. Starting off the psychic phase, his Shadow Seer is going to do mental interrogation with my guy over there. So he needs a 4 for this to go off. Does get it on the 7 there, and then he is going to cast.
Spend 1 CP.
Going to spend 1 CP. To allow him mastery of something. Psychic mastery, which allows him to do a psychic action and do a psychic test. So then he is also going to cast Mirror of Minds onto my Black Star, Corvus Black Star. That will go off on a 9, so it's D3 mortal wounds. That is 3 mortal wounds, and then we roll off, and it's just a straight up roll off. If I beat him, it ends, but if he beats me, okay, like that, I get an additional mortal wound, so I'm 4 mortal wounds right now. He rolled a 5, I'll roll a 3, so that's 5 mortal wounds. And a 1 in that, so I stopped that one. So I took the 5, it could have gone up to a total of 6, but I take 5 mortal wounds. And now the Farseer is going to guide the Guardians over here. It does not go off on a 5.
Spirit Stone of Anathlan.
Spirit Stone of Anathlan allows him to reroll. Does go off on a 10, and then he's going to doom my Corvus Black Star. Does go off on a 7. Warp Spiders are now going to fire into my squad over here. So they have D6 plus 1 shots when they come in from reserve because of their Exarch power there. So it's going to be D6 plus 1 shots each.
And there's 7
guns in there because the Exarch has 2.
So it's 7d6 plus 7.
7d6 plus 7. So that's going to be 10.
34.
Yeah, 27, 34 shots. Brutal. All right, 34 shots coming in here. Hitting on 3s. Yeah, because it fell out of your hand. Strength 6 minus 2, so 3s to wound. Good. So 15 AP minus 2 saves that I have to take over here. So these are going to be looking for 5 ups. All right, making 1, 2, 4, 5. 6, 7, not bad. I'll take that. And then they have a 5 up, feel no pain because of the psychic power that was cast on them. Ignoring just 1 more of those. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3 and a half dead guys. And now the Fire Dragon is going to fire into my Dreadnought over here.
Hitting on a 2.
Hitting on a 2. That does hit.
Wounding on a 3.
Wounding on a 3. Ooh, what is that?
4.
That's a 4, so that's going to wound. AP minus 4, so that's just going to go straight through.
D6 plus 4.
D6 plus 4, or D6 plus 3 because of the that. So that's going to be 5 damage into him over there. And then I have my Venerable ignoring wounds.
I'm going to spend a CP.
Oh, I'm going to spend a CP to reroll that because he really wants him dead. It rolls a 2, so that's going to be a total of 5 wounds over there. These are going to be.
Do I get the CP back?
5. It does get the CP back, which is nice. 5, and then these are going to be minus. Whatchamacallit? 6 up, ignoring wounds because of being venerable. And I ignore 1 of them, so I take 4 damage. And now the Falcon has to fire everything into my guy to try to take him down.
Here's the pulse laser.
Pulse lasers, hitting on 3s, that's 2 hits. Strength 9, so 3s to wound. Getting 2 wounds over there.
6 ups.
AP minus 3, so 6 up saves. Looking for fill faces. Getting 1 fill face. What's the damage?
D3 plus 3.
D3 plus 3. So it's going to be 4. D3, so 2. Yeah, so it becomes D3 plus 3 becomes 4. And then I have ignoring on 6s. I need to make 3 of these fill faces, otherwise he is dead. Do it! No, none of them. So he is dead. Does he explode? No, he does not. Wah, wah, wah. Wave Serpent is going to fire into my Corvus Black Star over here. He's minus 1 to hit because he is a flyer. So looking for 4s to hit. Alrighty. And then these are going to be strength 6. So looking for 5s to wound. Getting 3 wounds. Not bad. Are the 6s extra AP? No. So it's just going to be the 3 AP nothings, 3 up saves. Fail 1 of them. And then the Shuriken Cannon. That's going to be yep, hitting on 4s. Yep. And then strength, what? Oh, 1. So he's going to roll 2 of these 3. Getting 1 wound, right? And then he's going to spend 1 of his things there for an auto 6. So that's going to be AP.
1 wound at minus 1.
1 wound at minus 1. 1 at minus 3. So do the 1 at minus 1. Fail that. And then the 1 at minus 3. Failed that one too. And now the troop over here is going to fire into my flyer. We've got 2 fusion pistols hitting on 4s because it's minus 1 to hit. That's going to be okay. That's going to be 2 hits. Strength 8, so 3s to wound. That is 2 wounds.
Minus 4.
AP minus 4, so that's just going to go straight through.
2d6 plus 4.
2d6 plus 4. Oh yeah, he's totally dead. Does he explode though? Whoa! Get back here. No, he doesn't. I really wanted him to. And that's where the squad ended up. Nobody twisted an ankle, which is good for me. So then we're going to have these guys over here are going to fire into my. They're going to fire into the squad over here, I imagine. Correct? Yeah. Yep.
So they're guided.
So they are guided. So these are going to be hitting on 3s, re-rolling. So we got a couple 2s. There's another 2 in there. Yep. Re-rolling. Alrighty. And then these are going to be looking for strength 4, toughness 4, so 4s to wound. All right, we'll come back to that. All right, so we had 6 AP 1s into them and 2 AP 3s from the shuriken there. So we're going to go with the AP minus 3s onto a storm shield over there. So these are looking for 4-ups. Failing one of them, 1 damage apiece, right? So it's going to be one guy has wounded, and I've got plenty of storm shields over there, so I'm just going to do the 6 AP minus 1s, 3-ups with storm shields because they get +1 to their saves. Oh, buddy. So 3 of them, so that means 2 guys with storm shields are dead. All right, so now his Shadow Seer is going to fire hallucinogen grenade launcher into me. So D3 shots. 3 shots, there we go. Hitting on 2s. That's going to be 2 hits. These are going to be, so he rolls 2d6 for each of them, and if it bests my leadership, which is 9 with the sergeant in there, it does mortal wounds to me, right?
First one.
Nope, so 6 is not going to do it, and the next one is 9, which equals it, but is not better than it, right? So it's that's nothing there. And we forgot the Bright Lance, but he had said everything was shooting, so we're just going to fire that in there. That is a hit. That is a wound. AP 4, so 4 up on the invul save. Nope, he did, because it's more than what is it? D3 plus 3. And the Farseer is going to fire into them as well. That's not a hit. And then this Guardian squad is going to fire everything into Kill Team Cassius over here.
Here's the Star Cannon.
Star Cannon. It's going to get 2 hits. That is going to be 1 wound. AP?
3.
AP minus 3, so 6 up save. No, that's going to be a fail. 2 damage, so that's a death. And then the Guardian shots. Hitting on 3. Rerolling 1s because they're within range of the objective and have shuriken shots that they're shooting. And then these are going to be... they are T5 now because of the biker there. So looking for 5s to wound. Oh, a bunch of 6s there. Okay.
Those are minus 3.
So 4 6s and 1 not. So we got 4 minus 3s. These are looking for 6-ups. Making 1 of them. So there's, I think... Oh, I think he has 3 wounds. So the one guy will be dead, and then he's got 2 wounds left. And then 1 AP minus 1. 4-up save. No, so he's down to 1, but he's still alive. Azerman over here is now going to fire into my Vanguard veteran squad over here. Hitting on 2s. Ooh, that's nice.
Strength 4.
Strength 4, so looking for 4s to wound. Getting 2 wounds, 3 wounds there. Oh, no, that was good. No, that was good. 3 wounds over there.
2 damage.
AP minus 2 plus 1 because they're in cover over there. It doesn't ignore cover, right? Yeah. So it's going to be looking for 4-up saves. These are 2 damage apiece. I'm actually going to put it on the guys with storm shields because they have 3-up saves because they got +1 and +1. So here we go. So we're going to do it. They're 2 damage apiece, so I got to do it 2 at a time. They're both good. And then 1 dead. And then the Death Jester is going to fire into my 2 guys back over here. That's going to be 2 hits. Going to turn that into a 6 because of Favorite of Sigarak, which is 4 hits from that one there. So it's going to be hitting on 2s, right? Yeah. So it's going to be a total of 6 hits.
Winning on 3s.
Yeah, strength. 6. Yeah, strength 6. So winning on 3s. Minus 2. So it's going to be 4 minus 2. Making 2 of them.
2 damage each.
2 damage each. So they do have a 5-up feeling of pain. So we got to do it 1 at a time though because the one guy's got the 1 wound left. So 5-up feeling of pains. Nope, that's going to be enough to kill him. And then the second one is good. He's alive with 1 wound left. So now his Dire Avengers over here are going to fire into my, whatchamacallums, my Vanguard Veterans. He is going to spend 2 CP, 1 on Wrath of the Shrines, which is the BL-10 one, which allows 6s to explode, and then 1 on Blade Storm, which allows 6s to explode as well. So each 6 you see will count as 3 hits. Hitting on 3s though, base. Oh, getting a bunch of 6s. All right, so that was 6 6s there, which were 3 hits each, which is pretty great. So this is like way more than he shot at me in hits. Looking for 4s, though. All right, we'll come back to that. All right, so we got 11 regular hit wounds, and then 5 at AP -4 because of Shuriken over there. So we're gonna do the the 6s first. So that's gonna be 5 of those. I'm gonna do it on the Storm Shield guy. I have to do it on the Storm Shield guy first because he already had things allocated to him. So it's gonna be +1 because of the Storm Shield, +1 because of cover, leaving him at 5. Oh, it becomes 4s. Becomes 4s. Yeah.
Doing these first?
Yeah, I'm gonna do this first. So it's gonna be. There was 5 of them, right? Yep. So these are gonna be 4-ups invul saves because of the Storm Shield there. Making one, failing one, making that one, failing that one. So now he is dead. The next one's going to be AP -4, so it's going to be a 6-up. No, so that's going to be another guy taking a wound. And then we have 11 AP -2, so they become 4-ups because of cover. So it's going to be another... Oh, man, that was not half. So it's going to be kills another guy, kills a guy, kills a guy, kills a guy. So a total of Storm Shield, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys dead. Starting off the charge phase now. These Guardians are going to charge into my bike guy over here. 10 will get him in. And now the Solitaire is going to charge into my Vanguard vets over here. He should be in. He should be in. And then the Harlequins are going to charge into my squad over here. 5 inches will get him. All right, so now we're going to start off the fight phase with his Harlequins over here. My opponent's going to spend 2 CP, 1 on Embrace, Harlequin's Embrace, and 1 on Harlequin's Kiss. Because he's got the weapons in there, you can use them. They're now keywords that you use to do these strats. The Embrace will do, he rolls a d6 for every model in his unit that he's engaged with, and they do, on a 4+, it does a mortal wound. So we'll do that. Doing 2 mortal wounds into me, so that will kill 1 guy out over here. And then we are going to do what's the other one? The Kiss
one will be mortal wounds.
The Kiss one will be mortal wounds on 6s to wound, not to hit, right?
Correct.
All right. So here come the Harlequin attacks over here. These are going to be the Harlequin blade or the Harlequin weapons, hitting on 3s, and then wounding on 4s. 6s do mortal wounds. So it's going to be 2 mortal wounds and 4 regular wounds. What's the AP on these? 2. AP -2 on these. So I'm going to put them on the Storm Shield guy. AP -2, you said. So it's going to be looking for 4-up saves with his there. So we're going to do 2 at a time. Oh, 2 damage apiece. Okay. He's good. He's good. He's good. And he's good. But then the 2 mortal wounds will kill him because he had to be.
I have the blade that I do first.
Oh, the blade. Okay. Because this goes at the end there.
2 hits.
2 hits.
-1.
5s. 2 ones. 2 wounds at AP -1. The blade. Oh, the blade's only -1. Okay, so 2 3-ups because of the Storm Shield.
And 1 mortal wound too.
And then he does the 1 mortal wound. So we got 1 went through and 1 does a mortal wound. Oh, and
so it failed 1 save.
Failed 1 save. So it does that and then 3 mortal wounds. So then 2 guys will be dead. I'll figure this. All right, so now I'm going to spend 2 CP to interrupt over here with these guys into his Solitaire. So I'm going to go with the Heavy Thunderhammer first. So 3 attacks is 2 base plus 1 because he charged me. Hitting on 4s because they're -1 for the weapon or -1 to hit him. So 4s. That is going to be 1 hit over there. I am... man. I'm going to spend another CP to reroll one of those. Cocked. Into a hit, so it's going to be 2 hits. These are going to be looking for 2s to wound. Oh, of course. Rerolling 1s. Is he he's elite? Yeah, so rerolling 1s because of elites. Into a 2, so it's going to be 2 wounds over here. He does have a 3-up invul save. Failing 1 of them, but not 1. Going to spend a CP to use it. Into a good save. And then Lightning Claw Bro is going to go. These are going to be hitting on 4s again because he is -1 to hit. Rerolling 1s because he's an alien. Not meant to be. So that's going to be 3 hits. Wounding on 4s because he's tough 4. So looking for 4s to wound. Rerolling because they are Lightning Claws. That's going to be 2 wounds over there. Makes both of them. He's good. And then his Guardians over here are going to attack into my Biker. 10 attacks. Hitting on 3s. And then these are going to be looking for 5s to wound. Oh, buddy, that's how you do that. 4 of them.
AP 5.
AP 5. 3-ups. Oh, but he's good. And then the Solitaire is going to go 10 attacks, hitting on 2s. Okay. And then these are going to be strength 6. So 3s to wound. Okay, so that's 7 wounds over here. AP. AP -3, so 7. 6 up saves. I make 2 of them, but he's dead. Yeah, he did. They did. And then this guy's going to attack into them over there, my biker. So he's going to have 3 attacks, hitting on because of the charge, hitting on 3s. Okay, getting 1 hit, wounding on 3s. That's a wound, AP -3 because he's got a power sword. Just a dead. And then my sergeant over here is going to attack. He'll pile in over here because why not? And then he's going to attack. He's going to have 4 attacks hitting on 3s. Not re-rolling 2s, only re-rolling 1s if he was an alien.
You're hitting on 4s, but you hit anyway.
Hitting on 4s. Oh, they're -1. Yeah, so hitting on 4s. These are now going to be strength +1, so strength 5, looking for 3s to wound. That is going to be 3 wounds. It's a Xeno Phase Blade, so it's AP -4 and ignores invul save. So it killed the leader because he had taken the 1 wound on it, and will kill 2 other from his troop. All right, so that's the end of the turn here for the Eldari. We do have some leadership tests to take over here. He lost 5 guys, so, or no, he lost 4 guys from his squad, but one of them was from the Death Jester, which meant that it counts as 2. So, +8 is good to go. +3 is good to go. You do have yours over there. On a 2, they're good to go because they only lost 3. And then I have my guy over there who lost 5 guys from his squad.
6, right?
So 5. There was a
squad, right?
7. Yeah, 7 from the squad. I'm sorry, you're right. 6 from that squad over there. So 6 plus 3 is 9, and that's the sergeant. So he's good to go. And that is going to be it for the Eldari turn here on turn 2. We'll come back to you after movement phase for the Deathwatch on turn 2. Movement phase for the Deathwatch here on turn 2. He just shuffled around here to get blocking line of sight from this obscuring over here, but still staying within range of the objective. I did control 2 objectives. I'm not going to do the action this turn with my Venerable Dreadnought back over here, so he'll be shooting. He moved closer towards the Warp Spiders, so he's going to try to shoot them. Notorian moved up towards these guys because he's not happy. What's that?
What doctrine are you in?
Oh, I'm in the... That's right. I'm going to be in the Assault Doctrine because may as well. So then he's going to move up towards these guys over here. My Chaplain moved up towards the Solitaire to take him down and smite him down like the heretic Xenos that he is. Back over here, my Sergeant stayed in combat with the Harlequins. And back over here, my Watchmaster is moving up towards his lone Fire Dragon over there. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase. And now Notorian is going to start us off and finish us off. In the psychic phase, he is going to give himself a Feel No Pain. Will on a 7.
You only have 1 cast?
I got 2. I do have 1 more cast.
What's your other power?
I have Smite, and I have another one that it helps him, does different stuff, but that's probably what I'm going to be doing, if I'm not going to lie.
I'll try and stop.
All right, I'm going to try to stop this one.
Nope.
Does not on a 6, so he will have a 5 up Feel No Pain, and then I will do Smite. Which gets +1. Does get it with a 6, so D3 mortal wounds. Just 1 mortal wound into the shooting phase. Notorian's going to start us off by firing his pistol into these guys. That is a hit. That is a wound because they're tough 3. AP -1 because I said we were in the Assault Doctrine. No, that's going to go through. So that's going to kill a guy. Then Storm Bolter from over here into them. Not going to hit either of those. And then he's going to fire everything into them over here. So we'll go with the Flamer first. That's going to be 3 shots. Or 3 hits. Rerolling 1s because they are elites. Oh, no, they're fast attack. They're fast attacks. That's right. So that's going to be 2. AP -1.
Save 1.
Saves 1. 1 will be dead. And then the Heavy Bolter. Hitting on 4s because it's -1 to hit. Not going to wound either of them. All right, so now my Venerable Dreadnought is going to fire Storm Bolter into these guys. And he's going to fire the Twin Las Cannon into his Wave Serpent. So we'll do the Twin Las Cannon first. That is going to be 1 hit. Yeah, just the 1 hit. I'm going to spend a CP to reroll into 2 hits. Looking for 4s to wound. Oh, that's right. They've got the he's got the transhuman there. So 4s to wound. Getting 1 wound, re-rolling. Nope. Dedicated transport does not help. So 1 wound there, and he's going to spend 1 of his dice to autos. And then the Storm Bolter into these guys. That's going to be 2 hits. 1 wound.
We get cover from that?
Yes.
2 up.
And he's good. And then over here, he's going to fire his Inferno Pistol. That is a hit. That is not a wound, but he is an elite, right? So that is a wound now.
Safe.
And he's good. And then my Watchmaster's going to fire over here. That's going to be 2 hits. They're not -1 to hit, right? Yeah. That's going to be 2 hits. So that's right. 2 wounds. Yep. I think it's AP minus
5 up invul.
Oh, 5 up invul. Making 1. Into the charge phase. Notorian's going to charge into these guys over here. 4 inches. Make it. He does just. He's going to charge in over here. And he's in. He wishes he didn't reroll because now he is going to charge into the Fire Dragon. He would have spent the 1 CP to Overwatch and then use the 1 auto 6 that he has for hits from his Fate dice over there. So, but his charge distance will get him in with a 4. And now my Watchmaster is going to attack in over here. 5 attacks on the charge, hitting on 2s. Reroll, buddy. Rerolling 1s either because of just because they're Xenos or because he gives himself full rerolls. All right, 1 was not meant to be here. These are going to be wounding on 3s. That is going to be 3 wounds. AP minus 3.
I'll roll 2 of them first.
Roll 2 of them first. Failing both of those, right?
No, failed 1.
Failed 1?
He's got a 5 up invul.
Oh, he's got a 5 up invul save. What are you going to do?
The third one.
The third one. Makes that one. So 1 is going to go through, but D3 damage. I'm going to spend a CP to reroll that because I want him dead. And he gets it with the 2 damage there, so he's dead. Caduceus Notorian's now going to attack in. He's got 4 attacks on the charge here. That's going to be rerolling 1s because he's an alien over there. Not meant to be on that. So it's going to be... oh no, he's got weapon skill too. So that's actually all hits there. Okay. These are now going to be looking for 3s to wound. Rerolling 1s. Nope, not rerolling 1s because they are troops. So that's just going to be 1 at AP minus 3 into there. So 6 up. No, so that will kill that.
Because I have nothing else.
And my opponent's actually going to spend his Strains of Fate to use the save on that to auto pass it. All right, and then my chaplain in there is going to attack into his solitaire. I'm going to spend 1 CP to allow him to get do plus 1 attack for death to the alien here. So it's going to be 5 attacks. These are going to be hitting on 3s because he's -1 to hit because of him just being -1 to hit. All right, rerolling that 2 because he's an angry boy. Nope, not meant to be. So that's going to be 4 that go through here. These are strength. What are these? Strength plus 2, so strength 6. So looking for 2s to wound. That's going to be 4 wounds, right? He's strength, or is he tough 4? He's tough 4. Never mind. So that's going to be 3s to wound. So that's going to be 3 wounds into him over there. These are actually going to be AP minus 2 because of. Oh, that's like 3 up invul save. Makes 1 of them, so that's going to be enough, but he's only going to take 2 damage. And then into the regular fight phase, his Harlequins are going to attack over here. That's going to be, all those are going to be the hits there. Strength 4, so 4s to wound. There's going to be 3 wounds. AP minus 2, so 3, 5 up saves. 1 damage apiece? Oh, 2 damage apiece. I need to make all of these or he's dead. Oh, no, he did. And then my biker over here is going to attack. 2 hits. 2 wounds, AP minus 3, so 6 up, nope, and that's going to be him dead, and then it's going to be one of those guys dead. And now these guys are going to attack back over here, so it's going to be 8 attacks.
7 and
oh, 7, he's going to use 1 to auto hit because that's the last of his Strains of Fate there.
Reroll 1 for BL
Reroll 1 because of BL Tan. All right, so that's going to be 4 hits. Looking for, these are all into the biker guy, I imagine, right?
Yeah.
2 wounds over there. 3 ups. No, failed both. He did. And then over here, his solitaire is going to attack into me. 8 attacks. Hitting on 2s. Strength 6, so looking for 3s. Okay, so that's going to be 4 wounds there. AP? 3, so it's going to be a 4-up invul save because of his Rosarius. Failing 2 of them. 2 damage apiece, so he's down 1. Yeah, 4 wounds he did. All right, so that's going to be it for the Deathwatch turn here on turn number 2 and the end of the battle round there. I only got 1 point for Oath of Moment, and I have units in 3 of the corners, so I get 2 points for engage on all fronts. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Eldari here on turn number 3. All right, movement phase for the Eldari here on turn number 3. His warp spiders jumped over here so they can get in here to do retrieve Nachmund data. So they're going to go to that. It'll be a risk. We'll see at the end of the turn if they succeed on that. His solitaire jumped up over here looking to just slaughter this guy over here. These guys fell back. My opponent spent his 1 CP to allow them to shoot even though they fell back. Swooping Hawk moved up over here. Death Jester stayed where he, or moved. Did he move? He may not have moved. I think he stayed where he was. That troop is going to be doing the primary, secondary. The spear, Shadow Seer kind of stayed where he was, as did all of these guys around over here. The Dire Avengers are moving up towards this quarter over here, and Azerman is walking up, making his way up this way, looking at my making his way downtown, walking fast. Something else, and he's homebound. He's looking over here onto my Watchmaster, and then his Falcon moved around here, so he's on the terrain over here, so he can get some shots around. And that is going to be it for the movement phase. So we'll come back to you with the psychic phase. So he's going to start off with mental interrogation into my chaplain, or into my librarian over here.
I got it.
He gets it with a 5, but I'm going to try to deny it. Yeah. And I do with a 8. I'm going to go straight into shooting now. His Death Jester is going to fire into my librarian over here. He's going to get all those hits. He's going to turn that one into a 6, so it's actually going to be, what is that, 8, 9 hits into him over here, right? Yeah, wow, crazy. Yeah, these are going to be wounding on 4s, 3s.
That is -4.
AP -4.
And those are -2.
Those are -2. So we've got AP -4 is going to go straight through, and then we've got 5, correct? 5 AP -2s looking for 5 ups. What's the damage on these? 2 apiece. Oh yeah, he is way dead. He's gonna fire with the Bright Lance over there into my guy over here.
Reroll because of BL10.
Reroll because of BL10 into a hit. And then nope. Not gonna be a wound. And this squad over here is gonna fire into him over here. Alrighty.
Reroll 1 for
Reroll 1 because of BL10. Nope,
actually,
not meant to be.
Ones because of Shuriken.
Oh, reroll 1s because of Shuriken. Nope, neither of them. Nothing there. These are now going to be 4s to wound.
2 at -3.
2 at -3. Let me see those ones. Oh, I made 1, but the other one will kill him there. He's dead. And then the Falcon is going to fire into my Dreadnought over here. -1 to hit because he's in the terrain there.
4s.
4s to hit. That one's a reroll. It's cocked.
I'll reroll it for BL10.
Okay.
Nope.
No, it was cocked, so that you can reroll it if you want to.
I'll save it for the Bright.
I'm going to save it. Okay, so that's going to be a hit.
Strength 9.
Strength 9 does wound with a 3. AP. 3. 6s. Nope. Damage.
D3 plus 3.
D3 plus 3. Oh, it's going to be 5 total because of his minusing 1. Let's see if he can ignore any of those. He ignores 1 of them down to 4. And then he's going to have the Bright Lance over here.
It's a laser.
Laser.
That's a hit.
That's a hit. What is that? 6. That's going to be a wound. AP. 4. That's just going to go straight through.
4 damage down to 3.
4 damage down to 3. But I feel all of them. And then this squad is going to fire into him over here.
There's just 5 of them right now.
Yep, 5 guys. That are, oh, only 5 guys are in range over there?
No, they're all in range.
Oh. This is 5 of the guys. Yeah, this is 5 of the guys.
Because, yeah, that's 6 at AP4.
6 at AP4. No saves on this, but feel no pains. No, he did. Does he explode? Yes, he does, but it doesn't matter. Nothing happens from it. And then Azerman over here is going to fire into my Watchmaster, hitting on 2s. Is he BL10? No, he's not BL10. These are going to be wounding on what? Strength 4. All right, so that's going to be 2 AP -2, 2 damage. So +1 because he's in terrain over here. What's that?
3 up stage, right?
He's got a 2 up base. 2 up base.
So
down to 3 because it's AP -2. Yep. Making both of them. All right, so now Azerman is gonna charge into my Watchmaster. I'm gonna spend a CP to Overwatch here. I'm going to use the Bane Bolt of Erixia. Rerolling.
Because you put the rerolls on him.
Yep, everything because the rerolls are on him. No, not meant to be. So now he needs a 7-inch charge, but he's going to spend both of them or one of the 6 for the charge. Only needs to spend the 1 because then he can only roll a 1, and he is in combat over here.
11.
He goes 11 inches. So now Azerman is going to attack into him over here. So these are going to be hitting on 2s. All right, so that's going to be 4.
Just roll 3
roll 3 of them here. Strength 6, so that's going to be 2 wounds, and then he's going to spend 1 on that 6. So that's going to be 3 wounds into him over here. AP minus 3, but that's 6. Does D3 mortal wounds in addition. So it's going to be AP minus 3 on these.
3 damage each.
3 damage each. So I've got 5 up saves. 4 up saves because of his invul. I made 2 of them. And what's the damage? 3. So that's 3 plus D3 mortal wounds. If he gets a 3...
Reroll it?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to reroll. Yeah, okay. So he's only going to do D3 mortal wounds. 3. Oh, good thing I rerolled. Because if I hadn't, he would have been dead because I got 6 wounds. So he's there. Oh, and then I have 5 attacks back. Hitting on 2s. Wounding on, what's his toughness? 4. So 3s. That is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 wounds at AP minus 3. All right, so it's AP minus 3 here, and he is going to have his, so he's going to spend 1 on his fate, on the fate dice there to have an autosave, and then 3 others. Failing 1 of them, so he will take, I think it's D3, I think? Maybe one. Yeah, it was D3. I should have listened to him. For 1. All right, so then at the end of the turn, we just have to see if these guys get Knockman. They've got 4 guys left there with a 6. No, they will not. So they did not get the Knockman there. But that is where we're going to call it, because I've got my Watchmaster with 3 wounds left and the Rhino over here. So I think the Rhino is just going to get a call from the Watchmaster to take off, and he's just going to go zoom, zoom, zoom off this way and away. So a brutal, brutal game, but a ton of fun. It's awesome to see what the Eldari could do here. I mean, multiple things. Like, I think if I went first, you know, it becomes a different story, because if I was able to get a bunch of shots into him with the Black Star before he was able to do it.
Roll 2 saves on the fate dice every turn.
Roll 2 saves on the fate dice every turn. If you know, it would have been a different game. You never know. But then again, you also whiffed horribly with the Falcon on that first turn into my stuff, into my Dreadnought. So who knows? I think it was a really wonderful game, and you can never tell with dice. You can never tell who's going first. That's just part of the game. That's how it goes. So it was awesome to see the Eldari do really, really well with their new codex and just do some fun stuff. So I think the Aspect Warriors are super fun. Having that 5-up invul save is great. Having all of their, if you give them the power, having 3 wounds on all of the whatchamacallums. What are they called? What's the leaders called? The Exarchs into all of them, having the 3 wounds there is super cool. So, and it's fun to be able to use the Harlequins with the Eldari together. I think there's a lot of fun things you can do with that too. So a ton of fun. They are strong, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun to see how this all goes. It'll also be so fun to see how pure Harlequins do going into it, because apparently they've got some really fun stuff too that they can do. Yeah, we're working on it. All right, so I hope you guys have all enjoyed this. I certainly have. I have been Phil, the Glacial Geek, as always. My opponent's been Kyle, and until next time, stay safe and have fun.